was good? We here with Menase SGK, one of the hottest artists out from Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yes, sir.
How you doing today, man?
Doing good, Brody. How you doing?
I'm doing good, living good, man.
Yes, sir.
Just grinding for real, man.
I'm glad we back. We back at it, man. Long time no see.
But
We locked in.
Exactly.
For lifers, nigga.
100. So, man, tell the audience, tell the people that's listening, what is it that you do? What lane is you rocking in currently?
Right now, I'm just rocking in the independent artist, independent Forex trader lane. I'm just trying different things, you know, because you don't want to just stay on one avenue. There's so many routes to get money and so many routes to network and just have fun learning and doing different things that you learn. So I just been dabbling in learning more about the market every day, whether it's fundamentals, whether it's news, whether it's, you know, marking the charts or learning from other traders who are already better than me. Because it's always room to learn. So I've just been learning, grinding, still making music, but I've just been tapping into my inner side, feeling myself out every day, see what I like the best. My daily routine, I've been working on that. Just been trying to, you know, be a higher version of myself, be the best version of myself.
Okay. And one thing that you said that you just said is you said something about having different avenues.
Right.
You feel me? And that leads into a question I already have for later in the interview, but we should dive into that now. Because I feel like there's a lot of artists out there nowadays that's like, they want to rap, they strictly in the rap, but that's all they focus on. But the goal, like, in my opinion, you can't just expect to make it out of rap. Even if you do make it in rap, right, you still got to have different ventures and different avenues of streams of income. What is your opinion on that?
Different streams of income is a must, especially in 2023. After the inflation and the rise of everything, you know, the government trying to shake back and get that money back that, you know, is being funded and everything else. You know, I've just been on YouTube a lot, seeing different business models and seeing different things that I could tap into if I wanted to outsource, you know, a brand or a business besides music. Whether it's a trading company, after, you know, I have enough people around me that we can build a team and help other traders that are beginners or anything, you know what I'm saying?
So, do you focus more on Forex trading or do you focus more on the rap? Like, what are you focusing on right now, currently?
Right now, I'm focusing a lot on trading because the music industry is getting watered down. And also, like, I love film. We all love film. So no matter like where the music goes, I always want to be able to have different assets, different sources of income. So if we have to make a move to anything else, or we want to do something else besides just music, because we're always going to have the music, we'll have that income. We won't have to ask any investors. We'll already have the capital. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's fucking with the credit, you know what I'm saying, and getting credit, lines of credit or whatever, or whether it's an angel investor, you know what I'm saying, to where we have our capital, but we just want to get margin to see how we can keep our capital, use the margin to create more capital, and so forth.
That's major that you say that, because I feel like a lot of artists nowadays, especially the young ones, I guess you could say, that's trying to get in the music industry, the difference between major artists and beginner artists or upcoming artists is capital.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, like, I don't care how good you is, if you ain't got the capital to market yourself,
right,
and to put yourself in front of the right people,
right,
your music don't matter
at all.
So it's like, how important do you think it is to worry about getting your money right before you just out here trying to make music and just trying to make all these bangers and stuff like that?
I think it's extremely important. I think everybody should have a 6-month plan to save, and then save for 6 months, use that 6-month money after the 6 months to invest in, you know, what you do outside of your job. So take care of your bills, do whatever, and just stay down for 6 months. And then after you see how much you save for those 6 months, that way, if you want to build a brand, build a business, build your music career, like going to the studio or buying a computer to record yourself, anything, you want to use the 6 months that you saved to invest in your own business or yourself.
That's major, because nowadays a lot of people is just living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
So it's like you said, you need to have a fund that you're gonna invest into yourself.
Right.
So what is the steps to a new person? Like, you feel me? I got a younger brother, he only 13. You feel me?
Right.
What is some advice that you would give him? He trying to make music. He trying to build his name in that world. What is some advice that you would give him?
Well, first, make some income. So whether you're freelancing, doing his own thing, whether it's photography or making clothes or anything, I would just save while you're making your money. Do that for 6 months or however long you need to get the amount of money that you need to build that brand or that business that you want. And then after you have enough, I just say go for it. Make sure you're smart with your money. And network, because you never know, somebody might want to just team up with you or help you and then break bread with you. You know what I'm saying? So I would say whatever job you have or whatever freelancing job you have, just grind for 6 months. And continue to grind after the 6 months. But after the 6 months, that money that you save, keep growing that. But while you're continuing to grind, use that 6 months income that you save to get whatever you need to start the business. And then over time, that if you need to take another 6 month break from going super hard and promoting, I would say, okay, do what you wanted after the first 6 months. If that doesn't blow up, okay, cool. You learn what works and you learn what doesn't work. So always try after you have the capital to do what you need so that you can come back with data. So whenever you do have more capital, you can do what you wanted to do even better because you already tried it. You already started. You just gotta. It's like a boxer, bro. Like you're coming to practice the first day. You haven't had an amateur fight. You going to practice over and over again. Boom, you're ready for the first amateur fight. You start winning your first couple amateur fights. Do you want to become a professional? It's all time plays a key too. This is my biggest thing. Like, time and money go hand in hand. So the more money you save over time, the more time you'll have to put into what you really want to do, and the more money you will too. But time, it's like a formula. It's like a recipe. So it's like input times output, or time times input equals output. So however much input you put in that time is what you get out, you know what I'm saying? So just grind hard for 6 months, continue to grind after the 6 months with the money you saved, put that into your business. And then just keep doing that over and over. And it's, as your side business grows, you'll eventually be able to leave your job, or your freelancing job will get bigger, and you'll be able to outsource it with whoever you network with.
Facts. That's amazing for real. Yeah. But let's take it a step back real quick.
Yes,
so let's talk about before all this. What was childhood like, man?
Childhood was rough. It was like everybody else's childhood though. Everybody got trials and tribulations, but growing up was fun. I love thinking about all the times that I was running around with my cousins and friends before niggas was grown. So growing up, I experienced a lot of grown shit at a young age, like, of course, fighting and the shootouts and shit. Cause I was in a weird ass neighborhood to where, like, it was the ghetto, but everybody there wasn't trying to be ghetto. Like, it was the ghetto, but everybody there wasn't trying to be ghetto. So I guess I'm talking about the old people that wasn't trying to be ghetto, but shit was always getting shot up. And I was just a baby at the time. It was a rinky-dink, raggedy-ass apartment complex. And it's all right, though. It's all right. But at the end of the day, me and my moms, we cool. Me and my pops, we cool. They both are my life. Growing up, it was kind of a strain on the relationship. Everything doesn't work out how they expect. So mom and dad split at a young age, like 7. Everything was basically me learning on my own and learning from, like, the experiences in life that I was having after that. It was fun though. It was fun, like, in times playing basketball. I played basketball when I was in elementary school to middle school. I played football in elementary school, middle school, and high school. And it was just a learning experience. Growing up, being a child from, like, a baby to 5, it was just normal kid stuff, running around with the cousins, going to little elementary, kindergarten, pre-K. And then once, the split happened at 7, I moved away from where I normally was, that little neighborhood, and moved to the country. And then they got a whole different experience of life. And so I went from the city to the country. And then eventually, I came back to the city. And everything's kind of been as it should for real. It's just normal stuff. You grow up, you move, you come back, you grind, you work, you follow your passion. It's the same as everyone else. It's just kind of strenuous for real. A lot of strain in my life, but it's all love.
So, at what age did you start? You feel me? Did you start wanting to pursue music or wanting to start pursuing, you feel me, day trading and all that stuff?
So music was from the womb. I feel like music is embedded in my DNA. So when I was a little kid, or when I was in my mom's stomach, I always heard Tamia, Sade, everything like soothing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it was probably rap music, but I could remember hearing Tamia, Sade, Whitney Houston, just even like Alanis Morissette and like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs and stuff like that. Like I've always had music vibrating through my blood, vibrating through my energy inside of my body. So I just feel like I was always born to do that. And when I came out, I was playing with little toy instruments as soon as I could touch something. As soon as I could walk, 2, 3, whatever, playing with little guitars and drums and microphones, and I got pictures to show it. So it's like it's in me. Music has always been in me. Trading came around 2019, 2020. It might have been 2021 though. Whenever the COVID shit happened is when I hopped into trading, because my boy Wade, shout out Wade Reynolds, you feel me? He put me on with our trading group, and it was cool while it lasted. But it was a MLM, and that's like a marketing company, and they just were teaching me forex along with MLM, money marketing. And I didn't really like the MLM side of things. I just wanted to trade and learn how to trade and get better. But I hopped back into it after I stopped trading in 2022 just because I didn't want to do it on my own. I wanted to do it with a group, and my group wasn't around anymore. I hopped back into trading on my own just by going to YouTube and studying traders that I really like, and also going to their Instagrams, watching them trade live, watching their stories, and then going back to my charts and then emulating what they did, but on my own pairs or with pairs that I liked. And I had success. I've been having success, and right now I'm just chilling. I'm still learning. It's always good to learn every day and always watch the news, Bloomberg. Always be up on your fundamentals, because you don't want to not know something. You always want to know everything that you can about something you're passionate about, so you can do it to the highest level.
So would you recommend? Do you think everyone should day trade, or do you think everyone should try to day trade? Because I hear you could make hella money in that, but I also it's not for everybody. So do you think people should pursue day trading rather than pursuing a 9 to 5?
I think everybody should have a 9 to 5 or their freelancing job. Like, photography is awesome, especially when you have a good network of people that always want to work with you. If it's not just photography, clothing, that takes money. So I say if you don't trap, get a job. Don't be ashamed to get a job. If you can get a high level job like coding or IT or something like that, do that. If you can't, no worries. You'll be able to get that. Get any job that you want. Just start thinking about what you want and manifesting it and feeling good about it, and you'll get it. Like, as long as you think about what you want and feel good about it, you'll get it. I had to learn that over the years as well. Manifestation is all about living as you've already reached your goal, or as you're already that person that you want to be. And once you're doing that, over and over for a certain amount of days, you get 1% better 365 days, you're 365% better than last year. You do that every year, ooh, you're a monster. So I just say trading isn't for everyone if you're lazy. Like if you don't like doing certain shit, or it's like if you don't like trading at all, like you're a lazy trader but you're not lazy in life, then I wouldn't be a lazy trader because you're just gonna lose money.
So, explain what is day trading in the simplest form to people that don't know what it is.
Day trading is simply, depending if you're in stocks or forex, you're on the charts, you're analyzing a pair. So for example, if I'm analyzing the Great British Pound against the US dollar, GBP USD, and right now we're inflation, I would check the news before I make a trade, of course, or just check the strength of each market, of each country's currency. And there are places you can do this. But once I check the information that I need to analyze it, I will go to the charts to technically analyze the market structure to see whether it's in a downtrend or uptrend. And then I will find the market structure and see if it's broken anywhere. Like if I'm in a new uptrend or a new downtrend. And then after, I would find if it's in an uptrend or a downtrend. Day trading is always analyzing a chart, analyzing a country's state of finance, like how their finances are, how their economy is, and using that to figure out when they're gonna buy or when they're gonna sell. And buying and selling is basically like, all right, since the US is in turmoil, you would want to choose the best entries. If you see it buying, you would want to wait if you see a retracement, because it's always going to go up and down. And if it's in an uptrend and going down, sometimes going down is a retracement. So you want to wait till it goes back up because you want to trade with the trend.
So I feel like
it's just entries. Day trading, all in all, is just entries.
Yeah, I feel like the average person is not going to understand some of the terms you use.
I got to show you on the chart.
Like, look, fast. You have to show the
I got you. I got you.
But no, so basically, day trading is just kind of analyzing the market and just kind of figuring out when you want to sell and when you want to buy.
Right, and you want to make the best entry based off of your analysis. It's not betting, because you got different ways to figure out what it's doing. You just want to time it right on when it's going to do what you already predict that it's going to do.
Got you. So, to the average person, how much money do you need to start day trading?
A lot of people think it's a lot. You need more money to start in stocks if you want to trade stocks or options like that. But you don't need a lot of money to start forex day trading or in swing trading. Swing trading is when you place a trade and then you make your money over time, over days and months. Intraday trading is when you can make your money within the amount of minutes or hours within the day. And I do both based off of the setup. So, you check your weekly setup, you check your daily setup, you check the 4 hour, the 2 hour, the 1 hour. And once you figure out what something is doing, then you want to just wait for the right time on the time frame you are best with. So if you're not quick and you like to let it play out slowly, you will be a swing trader. If you like staying on the screen a little bit throughout the day and analyzing with a little urgency, then I would be like a 15-minute 5-minute hourly chart person that could get in and get out, make a couple bands like in 15 minutes or like 7 minutes.
So I don't want to get onto your personal life, but
right.
What was the most amount of money that you made off of a single trade or whatever you call it in the day trading world?
I'm not a risky trader, so $800.
About $800 in what, a matter of a couple
minutes. It was like 5 minutes.
That's a lot of money in 5 minutes.
It is, but it's nothing to brag about because there are a lot of traders that they use a different lot size because their accounts are bigger, and they can use the same lot size that I use, and then that 800 would be 8,000. So based on the amount of money that you have in your account, and like I'm still taking it easy, but that was like a minute ago. You feel me? So I don't OD it. I just have a certain amount that I want each day, and once I meet that mark, I get out.
Gotcha.
And you can go farther. It's just sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot
about risking too much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like DoorDash. You set a goal, oh, I'm gonna get this money I'm gonna stop when I get it, or I feel it. So, all right, let's take it back to the just the music life. Like, what was the journey, or what has the journey been like so far, just in pursuing music and pursuing just life so far?
So music, back to that. So being a kid was awesome, just a little strange. But I was always into music ever since I was like in the womb, and then when I got pictures when I was 3 holding the toys and shit. But the music road for me started when I was 16, because I went to the studio for my first time when I was like 10 or 11, and that was motherfucking 2009, 2010, 2008 or some shit, or maybe even 2007. But I went to the studio when I was really young in a little hood around here, and it was a home studio. My pops actually took me there. Shout out pops, and I loved it. I loved every second of it, bro. I loved how I felt pressure. I loved how like I had wrote some, and like I wanted to do it. Just I like that. I don't know why I like organizing. So once I left, I heard it on a little CD and played it to my family, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, you made a song." Whether they liked it or it was good or not, I like that. I like being able to create something and show it. So I just, I always would try to find different ways to get back into a studio ever since I was 7 or 10. And once I found the studios around the neighborhood, because I would ask, but I wouldn't get answers. Nobody would really show me where the studios were. They wouldn't know or whatever. And I didn't want to ask anybody that I seen at the studios, because you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own life. So once I found my route, found a couple studios, I started to go to them, figure out which one was best for me. And that was when I was 16. And then I found my home studio, Linear Studio. Linear Studio, shout out Tef Wesley, one of the best engineers to do it, my boy. But yeah, I found the studio when I was 17, because I went to the first studio I went to when I was 16. It was alright, but it just I like the studio I go to now better, and I found that when I was like 17, or 18, and I've been doing that since like 2014, 2015.
So it's been a minute then.
I mean, yeah.
So what's been the journey like though? Like, what's been the journey like of making music? You feel me, growing over the years, etc. And all that shit.
It's been cool, to be real. It's been very challenging. It's been very it helped me evolve as a man. So I feel like the music industry, it's got its perks and it's got its cons, and I just feel like I do my best to focus on the pros throughout all this in life, because life is rough. Life is rough. Even when everything is good, you got people dying, you got sickness, you got like people being stuck in their ways, like you trying to help them and they don't want help. So it's like life is rough, man. But I always just try to see the best in everything.
What some of the challenges you face so far in just trying to be in the music industry, things of that nature?
Some of my challenges were like networking, as far as promotion and marketing. That's been like one of the most challenging things for me, because I don't want to just pay for Instagram ads. I like working with tastemakers, and a lot of them don't trust anybody. So, just working with different people and having different relationships, going from business to like personal, like my boys and shit. That's just been It's been cool to experience, but a lot of like tastemakers I haven't been able to network with, or I have been able to network with a lot of people just because they don't know me and they don't really trust me. So I just been working on my sound, and that was a challenge too in the beginning, is finding out my sound, find out what I wanted to sound like or what I wanted to do with my voice, because I can really do anything. I can rap, sing, anything. So I just wanted to figure out what I like the most, or what I found to be the most natural for me to do without thinking about it. So finding my sound and just networking as far as promotion has been challenging, but all in all, the music road has been cool. It's been fun. And it's still fun. We got way more coming, so it ain't over. It's a lot coming.
When you say when you bring it down to networking, like you said, like I feel like that's one of the networking and marketing is probably one of the hardest things to do because I feel like you can have the best music in the world,
Yeah.
but if you ain't got the right marketing or the right people ain't seeing it,
Right.
that shit don't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and then you said networking as a tough one as well. Like, you can't just meet anybody out in the world,
Right.
because you can. I'm sure you even can't trust everybody you meet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how do you go about just trying to market yourself, and how do you go about trying to meet new people and all that?
I just be trying to keep it as clear as day, be as transparent as possible. Cause I know, like, in this world, you know, a lot don't show their hand. Like V said, I don't show my hands. That's why I don't play cards. But I be showing my hand just to show, like, I'm one of the niggas that's not gonna pull the wool over your eyes and try to trick you. Like, I'm really here with you. I'm really present. I'm really trying to do business and, like, care about you. Like, yo, your family good? Like, yo, are you good? Like, cause it's not just about the work, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know you my boy besides the camera. So it's like, that's the biggest thing for me. Just getting people to understand, like, off of me just being myself, cause I can feel vibes and stuff. And when like I met new people before, even when I was just all there, like, hey yo, just showing all love, I noticed people was reserved. So I don't know. I love everybody and I respect those that deserve the respect. You feel me? But I just know I keep it transparent and I just do the best I can to let niggas know this is what I want to do, and if you want to do it with me, we can do it together. If not, then it's still love, but love from a distance. So
Do you think the music industry is wicked?
yeah, very. That's why like the independent route is the best. It's just like the hardest route because if you got a machine behind you, you don't know what that machine's doing to that person that you watching on Instagram, or you don't know what they got them doing in order to have what you see. So I just feel like being able to know that I wake up every day doing what I want when I want, and like being in the crib and like not having to like report to anybody and like you know what I'm saying, like a label or some shit. Cause labels are cool. It's just like I want a good relationship with a label, you know. And I got a couple in mind when the time comes, especially when we like build and build relationships and stuff. But I really want a family type relationship when I'm doing the label shit. Cause eventually we are gonna be fucking with labels, and it's not just the independent writer fuck the industry. No, it's just like whenever like it's family like us, then that's when we gonna do the label shit.
What is your thoughts on just the music industry in general?
I feel like I feel like it's so watered down, but like we gotta keep going. The real gotta keep going. Like the bubble gum is cool, but the real gotta keep going, bro. Like no matter what you're going through, no matter what age you are, no matter if you're older, no matter if you're younger, no matter if you just started, no matter if you feel like you're finished, you're not finished. No matter if you feel like you've been doing it forever, you're not doing it forever. Cause time ain't even real. Time is not linear. Time is just a concept. So once you realize like we're all creators, just do it, bro. No Nike. You see why I'm not wearing Nike, nigga? This ain't Nike. Just do it. Just do it without thinking about Nike said it. No, just do it because you said it, nigga. That's the whole concept. Like, you don't even know how much time you got. You don't know how many days you got. You got a certain amount of days, not a certain amount of years, because years is what? A concept. Should be made up and niggas make it real. A lot of shit ain't even real in this world. Dates and calendars. So it's like, we could get into that. But as far as like all that other shit, like, on the real, I think about a lot of shit that people may not think about. So I just try my best to stay at bay with it and keep my energy right. Because I've been learning so much about energy and my soul and everything like that. And I just been trying to show how I feel in the best ways. Because that shit get dark too, for real. Like learning about all that, trying to be the best version of yourself even get dark. So we keep the weed lit, you know. So hey, we keep sipping. Even when we not smoking or sipping, we breathing. You know, we here.
Speaking on the music industry, do you think you would ever sign to like a label if you got the offer to?
Yes, I believe I would. The relationship would have to be right as well as the contract, and of course the income, the money. So the music's always gonna be there. I like building relationships even when we not, you know what I'm saying, working, like, cause you know, food and everything. But a label, I talked to like 2 of them before, but they weren't big labels. So I didn't expect anything much, and we didn't meet. So whenever someone's ready to like really dive in on some really caring about my artwork or me as a person, and not just trying to like make money out of me or, you know, do the promotion situation, then we can do that. Definitely.
Okay. So being in the music world and shit like that, like, for the people that don't know, like, what type of music do you make? Like, what would you classify your music as?
My music is alternative rap. So I sing, I rap, I do it all. Like, I literally can make any genre of music. And a lot of times, like, I go just off the beat. It's not off of, like, what's on my heart or what's on my mind or what's on anything. Paper, freestyle. It's about the beat now. Like, even when I was younger, it was about the beat. I just love beats, and I love getting lost in the beat. I love I like making beats with my cadence, like beating on the table. I just love beats. I love rhythm. I feel like rhythm brings me alive. Like, it let me know I'm here.
So what is some of the message, or what is the message that you try to push along in your music? I know we got a lot of mainstream artists nowadays that's all they pushing is drugs, hoes, and a lot of violence. So what is the message you trying to push?
I'm trying to push love. I'm trying to push success. I'm trying to push cannabis. I'm trying to push to believe. Whatever you believe in, as long as it's positive, just believe and act on your belief. Do what a person within your belief would do in certain situations. That's what I push, you know, like whatever you believe in, just, you don't gotta be, don't judge anybody, and if people judge you, don't worry about it, but just do your best. That's all I'm saying. Like, no matter what it is in this world, just do your best, because you are able to do your best.
Real shit. So you ever are you doing any features or anything? Like, you ever dive into that lane, like, not like locally, with any features or anything? I don't know too many people out this way.
I do fuck with the features. I just haven't done it in a while, but we're definitely about to get back into some features. I got some in the stash. I got some coming.
So what is something that the audience can expect from you though, from coming up for the rest of the year though? I know we only got 2 more months. Well, really a month. You feel me? 2 months, a month left in the year. What is the audience can expect from you?
The cat's out of the bag. Let me just tell you, it's really coming next year. Like, everything's about to roll out next year. So right now, the Tomorrow single, the Tomorrow remix is gonna be, you know, just a taste before we give you what we're really about to give you. Before we give you the full entree, we're gonna give you the appetizer, and the appetizer's good.
Yeah. So let me ask you this though. So you know Charleston White?
Yeah.
So I recently was just listening to one of his little interviews or whatever, and he said some funny shit. Let me hear what your opinion is on it. He said something like, if you over 30 or something like that, you still rapping, you shouldn't be rapping, because you ain't gonna make it. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is, that's one man's opinion, to each his own, but I don't believe in that. I feel like, I'm not 30, but I feel like, you feel me, I'm under 30, but
Had to clarify.
yeah, nah. But I feel like, look at Jay-Z, like, whoever, like, Charleston White can say what he want, but I'm pretty sure there's niggas that's over 30 rapping that he listen to. You feel me? I'm pretty sure Money Man's over 30. I'm pretty sure Moneybag, like, come on, like, niggas be saying shit sometimes to get a rise out of the people. People know, like, there's different angles to everything. Like, you gotta look at it from different sides. So, nah, plus you can just switch to a different genre, like, if it's like that. Like, if somebody like you doing something else, and you may not like doing that better, all right, still do the music you want, but cater to that person that really fuck with you because that's your actual fan. Like if you don't like singing or rapping, but somebody like you doing one of those, do it. Cause I personally got a preference on what I like doing better, but people tell me that they like me doing this or that. So sometimes within different seasons or months, or if I hear something more and more, I'm like, all right, let me do this more this month or this. You know what I'm saying? To have this in the staff. So cater to your fans, cater to your supporters, cater to the people that actually care about your music along with yourself because you got to care about you first. Make the music for you that you like to make, but you might want to put out the music that people are asking for as well. It'll be better for you and for your fans and supporters.
Real shit. So, you ever go through a phase in your music career that you ain't have as much support as you did? You had some criticism or things of that nature?
Yeah, but
what was that like? How did you move past that?
I pray. I breathe. I do my best to meditate. I'm not the biggest person on meditation. I'll be real. I don't meditate all the time. But I do like my breath exercises throughout the whole day. So it's like if you breathe in for 4 seconds and you breathe out for 4 seconds, that's the easiest way to calm yourself in any situation. That's the easiest way to close a business deal. Like that's the easiest way to calm yourself down before a big speech. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. You can look it up on YouTube, different breathing exercises, but a good YouTube channel to look at, besides my boy Careless Creativity, yes, is Yoga Body. You look at that Yoga Body YouTube, you got morning routines, evening, yoga and breathing are one of the two keys, two keys to mindfulness and being calm and just whether you want to relax or prepare for something. Yoga and breathing are two key things. And Yoga Body is a good YouTube channel to go to with Luke on that. Shout out Luke at Yoga Body.
So, speaking on that, like, I feel like being in the music world, you feel me? I feel like there's a lot that comes with music.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, it's a lot that could be on your plate mentally. Mm-hmm. You got life, you got trying to make it out in the music world. Mm-hmm. You got all them things in life that's coming at you. How do you stay focused?
Breathing and listening to podcasts, positive podcasts. Also watching and learning from the people that do exactly what I want to do right now. So all of the traders that taught me, I still watch them. Even if I'm not like trading with them or I'm taking my own trades, but even if they just sit down talking about what they're going through or like how they deal with stuff, like just because each man lesson may be a gem. Like some of them may not be gems, but throughout a whole conversation, you might take 3 gems. So I watch, I listen, and I learn. It helps me. I love to learn. I love to watch,
I feel like there's maybe like you got to learn from the people that's in the position that you want to be in. So I recently heard this. I just started reading this book. It's called like To Steal Like a Thief or something like that. One of my people's recommended me. It talks about how no idea is original. Mm-hmm. Every idea is already something that's just been built upon.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So
I agree.
So it's key to learn from the greats, learn from the people that you want to be like, so you can take them same steps, and then you could, like you said, take a step back, get your data, learn from what you did wrong, and then move forward.
Right.
So, where you at right now in the music world? Like, what'd you say?
Right now, I feel like it's just the beginning, to be real. I feel like it's been a while. It's been a long time coming for what we have here, cause it's my first interview. Like I ain't never do an interview before, so shout out Tay. But between you do my first interview and us knocking this video out, more to come, and the other video action, I don't talk. But between us doing what we're doing right now, I feel like things are about to be different with the next year coming. Most definitely. New tracks, new singles, new unexpected things. A lot of stuff I can't even say, but it's just a lot of new things that we were working toward are finally about to happen. Most definitely.
How important is having discipline and consistency in just the rap game? Because I feel like everybody trying to do it now. So if you ain't staying consistent, you ain't really gonna be seen.
Right. It's very important because if you don't have people begging for your music, you gotta understand why you're doing it and who you're doing it for at a certain point. So if you're not consistent, if you understand why and you're going through your own season in order to get to a certain place to where you can be more consistent, then that's one thing. But if you're just choosing not to be consistent where you can be consistent, you might just want to be consistent in something else that you really enjoy so you're not wasting time. But I would just say stay down because sometimes even when you are not consistent, that is being consistent. Even though that is a tough thing to say, even when you're not being consistent, you are being consistent. Depending on what that entails. Like, let's say you're not being consistent with smoking weed, but you're consistent with saving money. Like, that is two different things, not consistent, but it's leading up to something better. So, I would just say, just stay down, make it through your situation, 4-count breathing, save. If you can blow it, blow it. If you have a specific budget, just know yourself. Don't be ashamed of yourself. And just go. Just go for it. You gotta be ready to go.
Okay, so let's dive into this. I think it'd be an interesting subject to talk about. So I know that you feel me, you be growing your little weed plants and shit like that. But what's that journey like, man? What's that like?
Growing, I love growing. Shout out Burner, Matt Price, my boy, Florida boy shit. Shout out my cousin Deshaun. If it wasn't for certain people, I wouldn't even be growing. So I just first came across growing with my boy Chase. Shout out Chase. When I was just spending a lot of money on gas. And I always wanted to grow ever since I like first seen or smoked weed when I was like, or cannabis, when I was like 12 or 13. When I first seen it, smelt it, smoked, I was like, I really enjoy this. I really like this. I really like the vibes. So maybe like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I got my own equipment and started growing myself. And I just started to, do my own research and learn on my own on how to grow the best weed, best cannabis possible. And that's what I've been doing for the past year and a half, 2 years, just growing cannabis, everything else with growing cannabis. And cannabis is peaceful, it's therapy. The plants do talk to you. Depending on how you grow, you can do it holistically and they will take good care of you when you smoke them. So shout out to the plants. Shout out to my babies in there. They all got names too. Name your plants, love your plants, care about your plants if you really do this shit. Shout out Burner, man. Shout out Cookies.
Wait, so what you mean your plants speak to you? Because I'm a little confused. Speak to the audience a little bit. Tell them what you mean. Tell me what you mean. What you mean?
Your plants will let you know when they need water, of course. They'll droop when they need water. They'll pray when they're happy. So their leaves will, like you've seen them, they up. So it's like I watered them recently and they're happy. So their leaves are raised and pointing to the light. So I grow a specific way to where like the plants are growing with my DNA embedded in them. So it's like the plants are growing to heal any ailments that I have or that anything that's in my body that's not the best and I don't know about it, the plants know about it. So like that's how they talk to me. Like all because I have a relationship with them that is not just growing them. Like I actually got a biological relationship with them. Now we growing together. Every day I go in there and check on them, talk to them.
So do you think, and I mean, I'm a big believer in energy. You already know, we talk about that before. Energy is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
They got
do you
energy
feel
too.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So do you feel like your plants got a certain energy that you could kind of connect with?
Yeah, I feel like plants, all of them are ladies, of course, but they're all childlike. So it's like they all just happy and free, and like they beautiful. So it's like what's better than the most pure thing in the world? You know what I'm saying? So I just be growing and taking my time to just be silent sometimes. Let the fans go. Sometimes they just sometimes even if I'm not hearing shit, bro. Like it's just good to vibe with them. Sometimes you hear that shit like on some. Oh, I hear them talking. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes they don't be talking to you. It all depends on how you talk to them though too, how you care about them.
Do you gotta be sober to hear them, or do you gotta be high to hear them?
Nah, it's like a feeling. It's like a vibe. For it's like everything's going well if you just step in there and it's like how you feel. Like how do you feel after you step into this room? And then you just go off of the information that they give you.
You go off like the kind of like the aurora you feel me?
The aura, yeah, I got you. I go off of that and like the smell, I feel them, I touch them, I talk to them, and I feel in my heart that they talking to me. Like I know that they talking to
Like
me.
they like your little babies type shit.
Yeah, like I know when they're ready to be transplanted. I know when they're ready to be chopped. Like I, if they're not talking to me, then how would I know that? Like I don't know. I just be knowing when to do certain things for them without. Cause I do this on my own. You feel me? Like I don't. Nobody tells me what to do. So I know what to do based off of seeing them, smelling them, touching them, feeling soil. I don't know. But I had to learn how to do all this. You feel me? And then like based off of me having my own plants, that's how I can do that myself. It's like
You have to build a relationship with
facts. Cause first I didn't have no relationship with my plants. I just took some seeds and threw them in the soil. But the second time, once I learned how to grow or different types of ways to grow, that's when I chose to like, be that intimate with my plants.
So, what's one of the best things would you say about having your plants, other than smoking the weed?
It teaches you patience. Like knowing when to water them or when you're watering them or just being in there checking on them. Like it's all patience, bro. Like if you don't have good patience, growing cannabis will definitely help you with that. Because if you don't have weed and you're growing it, you know what you're doing it for. You just gotta be patient. They coming out. You're doing it right. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Just be patient, and then when you get that end result, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It just teaches you patience, bro. Like it teaches you care, like caring too. It teaches you how to nurture or just be disciplined for real, like with the timing and shit, how you gotta flip the lights on and off, and or not like do it like that, but how you gotta switch the light cycles and know how to emulate the fall and the summer inside. Cause like if you grow outdoors, it's different. Then you gotta focus on the soil and the outside bugs and like how to cancel out all that shit. But inside, you gotta turn your tent into the outside world. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta bring the sun inside. So it just teaches you like different ways of doing stuff, patience. I love it, bro. I ain't gonna cat. I love it, bro. Like I like trimming them, chopping, smoking too. But like the leaves, bro. Like you can make shit with the leaves, gummies. Like you feel me? Like you trim the leaves, you defoliate. Boom, you gotta don't throw the leaves away. If you grow gas, trim the defoliate your plants. Get you a Ziploc bag. Put all the leaves in there. Put them in the freezer until you're ready to turn them into something. YouTube or Google what I mean by turn them into something.
Do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework.
So speaking on your weed and everything, I'm sure you need some form of that in the studio.
Yeah,
So, what are the three things you need in the studio and why?
I need my charger, my phone, and my cup. And I need my charger for my phone just in case it dies. I got the beast, everything that's going on in the studio is organized within the phone. The charger can keep the phone running, and the cup can keep me running. Besides the Lord, you know what I'm saying? But tangible things, that cup, that cup, Self-explanatory.
Facts, facts. You ever been to the studio and just make some shit that you ain't like?
Yeah, but I always double back.
What is double back? For the people that don't know what that is.
Doubling back as far as like if I don't like something, I'm not just gonna leave it to be a waste of time. I'm gonna come back and make it something I do like.
Alright, so what is one of your best songs that you've made in the studio, would you say, so far?
One of my best songs is unreleased. It's called Feels Like I'm Dying, and it's coming soon. And why? Is because I wasn't smoking and I wasn't sipping during that time. I was fasting. I wasn't eating or drinking at all. I was drinking a little water maybe, but I just had a period of time where I didn't need anything besides the source. So I just wasn't drinking, eating, nothing for 3 days straight, 4 days straight. And then I went to the booth on top of that, just with some water. And I didn't even drink the water until like after the song was done. So I felt like that song is one of my best because it's my purest form on the track. It's like my purest form of my soul that you'll ever hear on the track. And when you hear it and see the video and everything, because they're going to love it. But when y'all hear it and see it, you'll know exactly why. It's self-explanatory. I make everything self-explanatory, from the cup to the grow to the sounds, the music, to my brother bringing these visuals to life. So y'all going to see and y'all definitely going to feel it.
Yeah. What is something you go into the studio, you feel me, like what's your intention when you go into the studio? You always think, because I know a lot of people that their first thought is, oh, this the one, this song, this the one every time. So like, what's your intention on when you going into the studio? What you thinking?
My intention going to the studio, normally I already have the beats that I want to do. Like my beat selection is already there. When I'm going to the studio, a lot of the time still, I may write, but if I do freestyle, I do my best to give myself more time to do what I really want to do, instead of like not knowing what I want to do and going in there and freestyling. So either something's been written from like years, like my life is in this shit. So whenever I go through something, it's in here. It's in my music. So sometimes songs that I've written, like even recently, I made a song and the lyrics was from like 5 years ago, or like even longer, 3, 5, whatever. But it's still relatable to my life now. Like everything was, I was just like, damn, all right, bet, let's run it, and then it came out good. So I really just try to get that feeling, that vibe, and know what I want to say before I go in the booth, just so I don't waste my engineer's time.
So you're more of a person that sit back, try to, you feel me, put something that come to your head onto the beat before you just start freestyling?
No, I can just go on a freestyle without a beat, because the beat can be in my head, or I can go in the booth and just start freestyling off the rip. And like in the studio, I gotta catch my rhythm. Like I got rhythm, but I gotta catch like what I'm feeling, so I can say it correctly instead of just word garbage. And then once I find that, I just go. Like it's just flowing. No mess ups, no fix that, no. Cause I like the imperfection of my freestyling. I like being able to just get the track from all angles. When I write, everything's real technical and strategic. Like everything I want to say, or if I'm punching or whatever, is real strategic. And like how I gotta say it is real strategic, or sing it. Like it's already been written in my head to be a certain way. So I'm perfecting it while I'm in the booth. And like, I love that too. Even when it come out not like I thought, it's better just because that's how it's supposed to be, you know?
It's more natural.
Right.
So, how do you usually, like, you feel me? I know everybody got, you feel me? You got your own audience and shit. How do you connect with your audience and shit through your music and all that?
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the social media, but in person too. I got a lot of relationships in person, like in different countries or states. Some hit me up, some I hit up, and then we just build a relationship online. But I always try to like meet people, even if they're in a different state or different country.
Now, Kev, so being that we about to wrap this up, I got a question for you, and that is, what is your message to the youth?
My message to the youth is remember what you've forgotten. You can even look that up, like what it is to remember. But my message to the youth is know who you are. And if you have to remember who you are, do it on your own, because it's inner work you have to do. And don't give up on your passions and everything that matters to you in life, whether it's music, photography, brands, clothes, anything you want to do. Continue to do so. Put forth a good effort. If you have different seasons on where you can't make the effort that you want to do, but your heart is still there, then just be there in spirit and be patient in the wait. Know who you are. Know that you are golden. No matter who you are, you're golden because you're breathing. If you weren't breathing, you wouldn't be. That's a gift right there. We all got a gift. We just gotta make use of it. Make use of our time, even though time is, So just remember who you are and have fun. Just have fun. Work smart and hard. Whenever it applies, just make sure you make the right decision to work smarter or work harder in that situation. But remember who you are and have fun.
And last but not least, where can the audience find you at?
You can find me at Menase SGK, Menase SGK on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok is probably just Menace, but Menase SGK on TikTok as well. Every social media should just be Menase SGK all together, or Menase SGK, Menase SGK, like split up with a space, and my menace is spelled with a S instead of a C, so Menase space SGK. Making everything new and supporting everybody. Stay grinding, kids. I'm out.